saw there was a stream there. That's where she found herself. Now, in that worst part of her life, God appeared to her. Amen. In that worst part of her life, God appeared to her. In that state, why she cherished that encounter is because she was at the worst stage of her life. She was at the painful part of her life. A woman with a child who needed the best of comfort was at the mercy, perhaps, of maybe wild animals, perhaps of maybe people that will assault her. That's where she found herself. And at this stage, everything, all her hope was lost. And what happened? God showed up for her. God appeared to us in our worst stage. This is what I want us to learn. God appeared to us when we are at the lowest part of our lives sometimes, not when we are at the highest part of our lives. Sometimes God appears when we are at the lowest part, even when we are at fault. God did not appear to Hagar to condemn her. God's appearance was not on her actions. God did not come to condemn her. Rather, God came to do what? God came to comfort her and to give her direction. Amen. Even when we are at the worst stage of our life, God does not come to condemn you. He comes to give us direction and to give us restoration. So God's appearance to her was to, number one, to restore her. She had made a mistake. But God did not come to condemn her. God came to do what? To restore. Amen. God came to bring her restoration. Though she was at fault, though she committed an error, and she was found at the lowest part of her life, the lowest part of the chain, the lowest part of the list, God came to her, not to throw the first stone, but God came to restore her. Amen. You might be at the lowest part of your life. Trust me, that is the best place that God appears. When we are at the wilderness stage of our life, God shows up. You might be at the stage of your life where you are despised. God show up. You might be at the stage of your life where we have made mistakes and errors. God never abandoned you. He show up. God's focus is you. His focus is not your action. His focus and his intention is to change you from your actions that are destructive and disobedience to him, and to restore you and give you direction. Remember, he sent his word, and his word healed them and delivered them. From where? From their destructions. They were heading towards destructions, and God sent his word not to condemn them. Amen. God sent his word not to condemn them. I've told us that the foundation of Jesus' miracle was what? Was compassion. In this stage, God came and showed what? Compassion. He came and showed compassion to Hagar. So we see him as a God of compassion. Hagar was already going through pains, but God came and proved who he is. He revealed again his fatherly figure, his fatherly nature to Hagar. No matter how bad a child is, no matter how bad that child is, as a parent, you never abandon that child. No matter how bad, no matter how big mistake a child makes, as a parent, you will correct the mistake, but you will draw the child back. At every point, draw the child back to yourself. That's the sentimental attachment that God puts in you as a parent, and God puts